Alright.
We'll talk about that right after this.
Oops, farted. Let's do this.
What up, yo? Episode 26 or 7? Yeah, so basically the Supreme Court, not the Supreme Court, some stupid douchebag and Arnold Schwarzenegger were like, violence should be in video games. And I'm like, Arnold, you're like the epitome of violence. Shut up. And
yeah, right.
They're trying to get it all like, you had to be 8. They were trying to get a law passed where you had to be 18 to buy mature rated games. I'm like, well, I could go to a movie when I'm 17 that's rated R. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Why video games?
Did you bring both those up?
Yeah, and basically that's what the Supreme Court's like. One, they ruled against it 7-2, and they're like, one, you're kind of saying, hey, video games is being, you know, singled out here.
Yeah.
And they were also like, there's nothing, you know, there's nothing obscene or horrible in video games because movies are doing stuff even worse. There's all these different art forms that are showing far worse stuff than video games are doing right now. If anything, video games aren't allowed to, you know,
already
do certain stuff. So, you know, and they basically came to the conclusion that, you know what, that whether or not a kid that's under 17 can get a video game, that's completely up to the parents, and it's not the government's place. Supreme Court decided it's not the government's place to mandate that and direct that. It's up to the parents and people. So
right.
Basically, they're saying that's it's violates the First Amendment of freedom of speech, and it's, you know, trying to control people and whatnot. So.
It's just getting annoying. Every little thing, just trying to make everything more and more strict and put more rules and everything.
You can't play with guns.
Free nation, my ass, you know.
I always like to say the land of the weak and home of the slaves. If you hate me for that, sorry. Freedom of speech. What?
I could say it.
Ironclad. I watched Ironclad.
Iron. That's it, huh?
Yep. Paul Giamatti, isn't it? He plays King John II. If you don't know who King John II is, he signed the Magna Carta, and in the Magna Carta, it basically restricts the king to uphold the absolute justice of the land of England. So
he's a good guy, eh?
No, King John was a horrible asshole. He was a freaking tyrant, and he abused and misused his people. And basically all the barons fought a civil war against him and forced him to sign the Magna Carta.
I guess I did that.
And that's pretty much what most people know about that. But the movie is about what happens after he signs the Magna Carta, where he basically goes out and he's basically trying to go out and find the barons that signed it and kill them and take back his country. But the context of the movie is a small group of people that are recruited by this baron, and they have to hold this one castle. And that castle stops the trade. It basically controls trade for London. And if you can control London, you control England. So it's basically them trying to hold out against King John. It's like 20 dudes against a huge, like,
his army.
Yeah, like like a huge, like, mercenary Saxon army. It's fucking awesome. And like when people get maced in the face, you see a mace hitting a skull, and the skull just gets caved in. Guy gets cut in half with a broadsword. It is fucking awesome. It's such a sweet movie. It's called Ironclad. The acting's really good too. And my name Webb is English. A little bit of fourth English. But
yeah.
We hail from the motherland. It's a good film out of the motherland. I like it a lot. Oh, there's a new Gears of War. This was weeks ago by the time you're watching this. But there was a new Gears of War.
War trailer? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Gears of War trailer featuring the Ice-T Body Count song. And it's just a horror.
That's a sweet song.
Yeah,
really
and that's just a little smushy part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just shows you a bunch of cool monsters and hordes and them fighting, and it's just a fun video to watch.
I'm wondering, by the time this is up, I wonder if they've announced the new...
Oh yeah, by the time... if you guys haven't heard, August 15th they revealed the new monster in Gears, so...
So if this is up after that, new monster, if it's not, wait till August 15th.
But check that out when that comes out. I'm excited. I want to know what it is. And I want to find out if you can use the Vulcan cannon in multiplayer. Because it's a two-person weapon. Is anybody going to want, when they're playing multiplayer, carry around a box of ammo?
I know they've...
I would.
I know they said that was one of the hardest guns.
Yeah.
They said that it was almost going to be scrapped because just like the balance issues...
Yeah, they barely got it in the game.
They just made it in the game. They had issues with people being nice and pretty much being the guy that holds the thing. So they had to
get a nice assist point value.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff
pretty much
on
said
that
they were
and everything.
tweaking it to make sure it's worth it for the other person.
My other favorite franchise, Metal Gear Solid. The Metal Gear Solid HD collection is coming out in November. It's Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which is a PSP game. I never played it, so I can't wait to play that in HD on my Xbox 360. And then...
Is it 2 and 3?
Yes, Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And Snake Eater is my favorite Metal Gear Solid out of the 3 original Metal Gear Solids that are like old console.
Oh.
Dude, it's sick, dude.
Oh.
In order of least best.
And wait a minute, where did 1 go?
Yeah. So I was whoops. That doesn't matter. I was
Right.
I was reading this little thing on Kotaku, and they're like, "Hey, we interviewed Kojima, or the director of this compilation, is this HD compilation. He's like the art dude. I don't know. He's some guy that works for Kojima." And he's like, they're like, "Hey, where's 1, dude? Where's Metal Gear Solid?
You're doing
Why,
2, 3, and Peace
why is
Walker."
that not in the pack?" And he's like, I think in the way I read it was Kojima was in the room with him or something. Whatever. Anyway, basically those guys were like, "Yeah, if you wanted to do an HD for that, probably not. We don't want to do that and just jam it in a pack. It kind of deserves its own revamp." And I'm like, "Revamp? Metal Gear Solid? Yes, please." I mean, Kojima's pretty much hit gold because that's like one of the greatest stories of all time is the Metal Gear Solid series.
Yeah.
And he could just sit there the rest of his life and revamp them and stuff.
Just keep revamping with the
Keep
new
doing the
systems.
Zone of Enders stuff too, because that's awesome. And they were the first company to make freaking Castlevania awesome in 3D. Because
Hell yeah.
Castlevania,
Every time they try to do a 3D, it's-
Lords of Shadows is awesome.
Yeah.
So check all that stuff out. I'm stoked.
Oh, you see that? No.
Basically, Al will be playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and I'll be playing Metal Gear Solid because I won't have money for Skyrim.
Well, yeah, I'll be pumping that out because that's like what November 11. Yeah, 11/11/11.
11/11/11. Oh, I gotta say this. Okay, so that trailer that said 11/11/11 came out like this last beginning of the summer, way before another trailer for a movie came out called The Immortals. That's what they do.
11/11.
Immortals goes turns 11/11. I'm like copycats. Give props to props to do. Skyrim did that first.
Yeah. Well, there's so many things that are 11/11. They all do that thing. It's like, oh, look at it. Oh, ooh. Like whatevs. But that's gonna kind of suck because that's after Gears, right? Yeah.
November. Yeah, but you have September and October to play Gears.
So I know.
It sucks for you because I don't care what I'm doing in my life. I can find time to play a huge 80-hour mass world RPG and play Gears of War. I'm awesome at just jamming shit at time.
I'll probably just give up sleep.
That sounds like a plan.
Well, no, the thing is, because I have enough funds to get all the other games as well that is in November.
I think there's a Call of Duty in November too,
There's a Call
which
of-
I'm over. I'm just gonna rent it.
I'm not buying it. I actually have it pre-ordered, but that's because I got a free poster when I pre-ordered it, and then I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna switch my $5 over to something else. But dude, it's like I have that, and then I have BioShock, Metal Gear Rising, which is until whenever.
It's 2012 or something.
Yeah, Skyrim. I don't know. There's a bunch of others.
I don't
the new,
have
the new
Bi-
Battlefield.
Yeah, Batman's on October.
Batman. Oh yeah, Batman gets jammed in there
Ooh,
too.
Rage got pushed back.
Good. Are they trying to make it different?
I don't know. It pushed it back. It's like it's probably out by now. It's August, or no, maybe it's October 4th or something. I don't know.
Maybe they should push it back a couple of years and make it its own game.
Yeah, because I played Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, but no, this isn't a nuclear war. It's meteors, and they're pods that get shot into the ground.
You mean vaults?
No, they're pods you shoot them. And
Pod vaults?
no, pods like in Gears of War 2.
Grind lifts?
Grind lifts.
You're still not original, assholes.
It's pretty much the same game, which is like, okay, Bethesda, I know you're not like the creators of it, but you're like producing it.
I gotta point something out. Bethesda's the publisher.
Yeah, publishing it. That's it.
I've been seeing a lot of shit like that from Bethesda lately, that they're just like revamping the same freaking idea in a bunch of games. There's another game that's like the same thing where they're like, yeah, we're doing this, and I'm like, that sounds just like this, and they're like, but it's like different. It's like the same idea.
I know your Elder Scrolls and your
like that's
Fallouts
original,
and stuff
yeah.
are very well done for the most part. I don't know. I feel like the last Fallout was pumped out a little too quick.
Yeah.
And you guys should have took a lot more time on that.
At least they're supplying DLC for it.
Yeah, but it's hard to like go back to it because there's actually a shit ton of bugs in that game. A lot. Like the downloadable content bug, where it's like, hey, your downloadable content is no longer available. Would you like to proceed without it? Your game might be a little messed up. That really sucks, but fine. Okay, I'll launch it. I can't load your game. But I had 30 hours into the game. No, can't load it. Which I guess they fixed that now, but it's like, I'm sorry, a game with a bug like that should not be like.
How do you not catch that?
How do you not catch a bug that huge before your game?
I don't know anything about programming or video games, but come on, guys, you're professionals.
But take the time to not have a giant ass bug like that.
I'm tired. It's hot. I want to go home.
So
we'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.